Good evening, NBA fans, and welcome to your NBA Western Conference Playoffs preview. Many fans and pundits are wondering if the Warriors will be in the finals for a franchise record fourth consecutive year. The former two-time league MVP, Kevin Durant, is still feeling the heat of portraying a loyal Thunder fan base to go to a well-built championship team with the Warriors. The journey for the Dubs to repeat had to overcome a lot of injuries and turmoil, which resulted in record-setting ejections to their star players. The best in the West will currently need to go through the top-seeded Rockets. They have a star-studded lineup with the likes of potential MVP candidate James Harden, CP3, and Clint Capella. But let's not forget about the fourth-seeded Thunder, who also have a triple threat of their own, with Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo Anthony. 6 out of the last 10 NBA World Championships came out of the West. Will the Warriors be able to come through once again, or will their plans be forward? Now let's break down each matchup in the West. And it's a series now as the Timberwolves have cut into the deficit to trail 2-1. Rockets would shoot 58% inside the paint throughout the series, but the T-Wolves clearly let Game 1 slip away as Derrick Rose and Andrew Wiggins combined for 34 points. In Game 2, the T-Wolves will come out of the gate swinging with a 9-2 lead. They experienced their highest lead of the night with 8 points, but the Rockets would catch the T-Wolves and took the lead midway through the second quarter and never looked back. Chris Paul will put the team on his back as he led his squad with 27 points, while also shooting 60% from beyond the arc. Harden would finish the half with 15 points, including 60% from beyond the arc. T-Wolves would clearly edge out the Rockets in Game 3 in 3 major categories: field goal, 3-point, and free throw percentage. Jimmy Buckets would lead the team with 28 points, while Karl-Anthony Towns would total double-double with 18 points and 16 rebounds. The Rockets will look to regain supreme in this series to try and establish a 3-1 series lead. The defending champs Golden State Warriors entered this playoff series as the number 2 seed as they hosted the number 7 San Antonio Spurs. There have been many questions surrounding the Spurs superstar Kawhi Leonard and whether he was going to return that in this series. He's only played 9 games due to the injured quad, but the Warriors smelt blood. Steph Curry still remains unavailable due to a sprained MCL that had him sidelined the past 12 games. The Warriors have out-rebounded the Spurs 90-65. They take care of the ball well and have been able to cash in on 37 points off of 25 of the Spurs' turnovers. KD answered the bell so far in this series, carrying the team so far, and he and Klay Thompson have been the 1-2 punch, accumulating for 104 points in this series. All prayers and condolences go out to Greg Popovich as he lost his wife Erin last Wednesday due to an undisclosed illness. In this place, former 4-time EuroLeague champion Ettore Messina has kept the Spurs in the series. They trail 3-1. The number 4 seeded Thunder are now frustrated against the number 5 seeded Jazz. For the second straight season, Russell Westbrook wants to prove he can lead his team to a championship while the services of Kevin Durant. This past offseason, the Thunder have added stars such as Paul George and Carmelo Anthony, both formerly of the Pacers and Knicks. Many people have questioned the chemistry of Westbrook with these 2-star players, but the Thunder now find themselves trailing this series 2-1. The noticeable stat in this series, despite Paul George averaging nearly 26 points per game, is Westbrook's turnovers, which is second most in his career as he has over 5. Jazz are primed for a second upset in this series as they have out-edged the Thunder in field goal percentage 47-45. Can the defending league MVP Westbrook be able to overcome adversity and not let their championship season end on a thud? Only time will tell. And that's a wrap as the number 6 seed the Pelicans sweep the number 3 Trailblazers. The Pelicans enter this series without their star DeMarcus Cousins, who had a season end back in late January, an eventual win over the Rockets. Since then, they acquired Nikola Mirotic from the Bulls, and since Cousins' absence in the lineup, they went 21-13 down the last half of the season. Pelican stars showed up in this series as they have outscored the Trailblazers by a 71-point differential. Anthony Davis was the MVP of this series as he averaged 33 points per game. Despite the bench mob for the Trailblazers averaging 24.5 points a game, they'd be no match. Focus now shifts to head coach of the Trailblazers, Terry Stotts, if he should be released. In 6 seasons, he led the team to 5 straight playoffs appearances, despite being bounced out of the first round 3 out of the last 5 seasons. Pelicans will be fully rested as they await the winner of the Spurs and Warriors series.